It's Mike from Cross Country Mortgage. Good morning. It's time for your Monday morning mortgage update for the week of June the 30th, 4th of July this week. Start a new month. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Let's talk about what happened last week in the market, what's going to happen this week. I always try to give you insight about how the market's going to affect mortgage rates, the mortgage industry, real estate, buying, selling of houses, give you some insight so you can make the right decisions. So let's talk about last week. We actually saw rates improve. 33 basis point improvement means that the bond market, which is where mortgage rates are traded, money flowed into that bond market and rates got a little better. We haven't seen pricing this good since April. So, hey, we'll take it. Why? Because we saw income actually drop. And what that really meant is the overall income numbers, the average wages actually came down. That's uninflationary or non-inflationary, however you want to say it. It means that it costs less for employers, and that's positive for the economy. We saw inflation go slightly up, but really we're starting to see the bond traders have some confidence that, hey, maybe we'll get a big, beautiful bill passed this week. Maybe we'll start to see the Federal Reserve cut rates. Maybe we'll see some recessionary economic periods coming forward. Obviously, a recession isn't great for our economy. It's normal. It's a normal part of the cycles of our economy, but recessions always mean better interest rates. So what are we looking at this week? Geopolitical, some of the same stuff we've been looking at. Jobs, big jobs week. Always the first week of every month is a jobs week, and then some manufacturing stuff. So geopolitical, Israel and Iran, that's still driving a lot of decisions. There's this thing that I talked about at least last week called flight to safety. When there's unrest globally and people aren't sure how it's going to impact the economies around the world, they'll park their money in our safer bond market. We have the strongest bond market, if you will, of any other economic country because it's backed by the U.S. Treasury. So money flows into that safer bond market. Heck, we might see that this week because it's a short week. The bond market will shut down 11 o'clock Eastern time on Thursday. Everybody will go home. And then obviously Friday, the bond market's not open. So we might see that flight to safety at the end of this week where people will park their money on a long weekend, hoping that if there's some unrest or some unknowns economically that could worsen the market, their money will be safer, even though it gets a lower return. So that short week also impacts the big, beautiful bill. There's some indications that there'll be something passed. What form, we don't know, but having a passed bill is certainty. The bond traders know what's going on. And remember, the bond traders like to know what's going on. They like certainty. They don't play games like the stock traders do. So if we know what's ahead of us, that might mean better investing within that bond market. The second thing is jobs week. So a normal 5-day week is really packed into Tuesday, Wednesday, and a short period on Thursday morning. And so we're going to get all those jobs numbers, how many jobs are added, how many jobs are taken away, unemployment, wages, up or down, and strong jobs numbers. Higher wages mean bad for rates. Weaker job numbers, lower wages, higher unemployment is good for rates. And what we've seen month after month is these job numbers come out. They're not trusted. There's adjustments down the road. And so are we going to see the same thing where we'll see some market improvement on the jobs numbers, which is bad for rates? Money will flow out of that bond market because more jobs means a stronger economy, right? More jobs means a stronger economy, and that's bad for rates. But those adjustments, will we seeing the adjustments from the last time? So again, more jobs, lower unemployment, higher wages mean worse rates, and vice versa means better rates. And then the last thing is manufacturing. We got some manufacturing for services and non-services. Manufacturing for non-services is what we actually make. Manufacturing services is what we serve, okay? And that's 2/3 of the economy. That's really been driving our economy up. We've seen the manufacturing numbers under 50 on the producing side for month after month. That's not good. That's a declining economy. Last month on the services side of manufacturing, we saw those under 50. Is that an anomaly? Will we see it again this month? If we see it again this month, now we're starting to see a trend. And again, that's driving that bus into more of a recessionary projection. So what are we doing? We're floating this week. We're definitely riding the improved rates that we've seen over the last week, 2 weeks. Hopefully that'll continue. I hope you all have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. We'll be closed on Friday as with everybody else. The market's going to shut down early Thursday morning. So enjoy the weekend. Realize why we're here. Enjoy it with family. And we'll talk to you next week.